Lucky, lucky as can be. I just had some applesauce. Oh my God. I saw some ugly apples in the fridge and I took them out and I made applesauce. I took out the core, and I told you the story yesterday, and I made applesauce and it was great, but the apples were ugly. If I look at the apples and I eat the applesauce, I'm going, wow. What I was gonna eat, and being careful to where I did a little bit of work and made it fantastic. My words. Read online, it said chemtrails. There's none today. They're every day. What you perceive and what you believe, what you are led to believe. What is less can be no less than before. When you had more, when you needed nothing at all. Having more of something, taking up place and space. Fluoride in the water, what should we care about today, or should we not care about it at all? Which me am I going to be? Mentally, physically. If I was something different physically and I was a good skater, I might be playing hockey right now. If I can jump 6 feet in the air, I might be playing basketball. If I had an eye like a hawk and swing I got. I can play baseball, football, soccer. I can make lots of money. And I can change the world. Wait a second. How can I play? Change the world. How you structure your everyday between the plane and how you structure the invisible you, the child in you that must grow. What is this child? Money is a seed for children. And it's not the children as a human flesh, but a business that has to be taken care of every single day. And in the business, what do you need? What does the business need? What does the business do in order to make money? Does it hire other people? Give them great salaries? Where others have to pay? Somebody's getting money from somewhere. How big does the seed grow? Is it the same tree that's getting higher? Do we need more money on the market? Do we need more seeds or less seeds? How many will be out of work if we had more seeds? And what if things were cheaper and more expensive? If everything was cheaper, nobody would have very much money. Or they'd have the same amount of money. If bread cost a penny instead of $1, how can you earn $1? Everything is with wage. We're only off by about the amount of tax. If there was no tax in the world, if there was zero tax in the world, and everybody knew how to spend their money, how to calculate your spendings. The minimum to calculate what your spending is, at what point do you deserve more? At what point do you deserve more? I just ate some applesauce. I spent some time working in front of my computer and I burnt the vegetables on my chicken. Don't burn your chicken. I covered them up. I didn't want to burn the chicken. Chicken came out real good. So, we're back to this thing. I need a house over my head. Look at the place. Look how big this place is. We can sleep 4. At least 4. How much space do I need? How much do I have to save? My books and my videos, my computer and my desk. I can probably sleep in this area right here. I think I got enough space. I got like 6 places like that in one kitchen. We can live all together, right? Just a whole bunch of people. But we want more. So we go out and we strike and we make more. But wait a second. What if we all want to eat? Let's say we can eat. So you can eat almost anything you want without being a pig every single day. What's the difference if you spend $19 on this loaf of bread or $3 on this loaf of bread? More the money management would all be more conformed. But now we can do it like this. A little bit more, some have a little bit less. They have a little bit less all the time. But what is their environment like? Are they getting out? Are they going to work? Are they taking part in society? Making the mental work. It's all in the mental. Dysfunction the mental and nothing else matters. Take away the mental and nothing else matters. I've got tons of hair. It was too hot. It was too hot. I couldn't keep that area. All bald people are hot-headed. It's too hot. I had to get rid of them. Or maybe, did I lose it over here too? No. So I'm not a liar because I didn't lose this part of my head. I said I'm not a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? No, anyways, I was talking about that. I hear my water boiling. I'm having coffee. I was smart enough to set myself up without ripping anybody off to be able to have coffee in the kingdom of my home. In the kingdom of where I pay the money to have the capabilities of living in this home. And we should all have the opportunity. Now, I pay my rent. If you drink your rent, and you smoke your rent, and you spend your rent money on something other than the rent, then you'll be on the street. I'd like to say I'm on a streak here now. We got 15 years here. That's 180 rents paid in a row. And paid on time. Yeah, paid on time. So I made a choice. First comes the house over my head. Does it have to be such a big, expensive place? Not really, but I turned into something that I wasn't before, but I always will be and am. I like to say that I'm a little bit of a clowny guy. Joker, more like Hollywood. Hey, Mr. Hollywood. But I ain't showing off the color or the paint because I haven't seen anybody sharing my videos. The mission is not impossible. I need to balance a little money, use my head, get together a team, build my mathematical, my remedies, my mathematical solutions or remedies, whatever you want to call it. What numbers do, what codes are in codes, one piece, one step at a time. I have a new code that I just came up with today. It's the EA code. It's the energy and the spirit together. E and A equals to the fifth and the first. That's Mars. In order to get Mars, you automatically have to have the B world. Mars is number 6. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. Equals 6 and 5. Same numeric value as this one over here, 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is 5. 1 inside 4 creates 5. What words do we get? 1, 2, 5. Abe. We have 8. 1, 2, 5 again. Imagine eat and tea, where the tea leaves are the bag of tea. What does the tea do? Sips. What is the bag? What happens to the water when it sips in the tea? What is the tea doing? Is it filtering? 3, 5, energy in the moon. Spirit, birth in Neptune. The gateway through the moon as ape, as the 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals to your 7 and your 5, describing 2 sides of your dice. 5 and 2, 7, 3 and 4, 7. 6 and 1 is the only 7. Where does 1 go? 1 can go into 7 creating 8 or 6, irrelevant. They are at the 7th gate in the game of craps. 7 divides, 5 and 9 birth. I can tell you a story about this, why I'm talking like this. I'm thinking of the game of craps. At the same time, I'm thinking of the game of Baccarat. I'm thinking of the game of blackjack. I'm thinking of the number to the moon, M-O-O-N. The reverse number, Mars, 51, Moon, 57. 17 is the gateway. Where do we put the 1 inside 7 to create 8? Is when we create 8 around 1 in 9. Through the 7th gate. And the moon. We have ape. These are ale. We have 1, 3, 5. And it also says the word A-C-E. 1, 3, 5. In ale. Here we're talking female. We have age, and we're back in through the moon. So these numbers to these short words, because of what the vowels do, A and E, A and I, 1 and 9 brings on the spirit. We also have A-E-I-O, where O is more than just O, just like E is more than just E. We have N as the 14th letter. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. And that's another E. So we have A and N as another 1 and 5, or another design. We have to design not just the skull and bones, not just the skull and bones. Okay, we can, you know, and put an eye on it and make it move. We can do a design with it. I'm not looking to do designs right now, right? I'm not looking to do any kinds of designs with it. What I just want to say is this is the 14th letter, and then it describes DNA. That's where your number 5 comes in. That's where your E. E14 and E23, 2 and 3, 5, 1 and 4, 5. And it's created by the half-life P letter, ape. Why? This is the half-life. It shows it in the cube. Here are 6. Here are 6. When you have 6 and 6, you have created 8. You have also overlapped the 4 corners once and the 4 corners twice, creating 42. Communication, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, equals to the 6 and the 8, which are created by 3 and 5 equals 8, and 6 and 2 equals 8. 3 and 5, 6 and 2, to see the way they cover a different way to create that. There's also a shape and a design that goes with it. I don't know it. But what I want to say is when I'm going to 6 and 2, 8, or 5 and 3, 8, on the opposite side, I'm going to get 6. 5 and 1, 6, 4 and 2, 6. Because that's what they do. This is the cube talking. So in a perfect world, where everything has to fit inside its place, you have 23 as the W. You have 14 as the N. You have E5. You can have something new. You have 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4, 9. Or minus is 1. 1A, I9, A and I is also in the R family. R18 or I9. There's only 2 of them in this group. 1 is A. You have R. In the A group, you have other ones. You have S in the A group. So you have is. You have air. In the 1 group, that's it. You have A, you have J. So do you have jar? Now we go to 23. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 5 and 6. You get EF. You have the F, man. Inside 5. What is 5? Here is your 5. 2 times 3 is your 6. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 5 and 6 again. A and E. We start over that situation. 23 is W. 5 and 4, 9 is I. 14th letter, 1 and 4, 5 is N. Created with B and C. B. Number 23. I. 7 times 2. 7 plus 2 will create 14, and 9 equals to 23. Do you see where I get to? 1 times 4 and 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4, 9. 9 and 4 equals to 23. 23 equals to the W. 7 and 2 equals to B and G. Win big. 27 is the total numeric value for the word red. 5, 4, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is 5 and 4 for the word sunfox. So this is what my 5s are telling me. What is my A's telling me? What are my A's telling me? Besides H in sound and R in sound in the English language, the only 2 A's that come before all the words. Everything else is with the E sound. Give me a second. My water is boiling for my coffee. Space and time. Phi cycle of 1, 1 equaling to 6, 6 equaling to 23 beta creation. 6 inverted as 1. 1 and 1 for 2 area space is the heart of birth. When you give birth to 1, you give birth to 2, because you must create the line of attraction. You must create from where life begins in the star system. You create one mind to one mind. Although I'm the physical mind, you are the energy mind. You are from the gates of the Omega divide. You are from the communication angle of transmission, the cat and the dog. The left hook and the right hook, which was Captain Hook's in One Blind Eye, running as a pirate, Pi, breaking everything down as the Gateway 7, where nothing ever actually finishes because it's a grinder continuation. But a grinder, right, is a thing called Heinz in between a period of time. What happens between the period of time if nothing comes back? Maybe because it's always an unequal bowl of soup, and when you grind it, it falls off of this end. You can still divide that by 7. And how many feet apart before you need the loop in between? Sometimes if you make an auger too long, the energy lost in that auger, but maybe that 7th gate is the continuous with no finite, but I have a finite for pi. Ask me, I've shown you, look it up, look up Mr. Takpan's pi. So I wanted to finish off a little bit with the alphabet here. If you can remember, we were talking with the A and E. Everything is actually A and E. It's all A and D, which is the first and the 4th letter, because you put the first into the 4th, and all of a sudden you can create BC. It's so simple. This is the cube. Okay, this is the cube. Here's your 3 on the cube. Here's your other 2. On the other side, is it skipping around this way, or is this turning this way and this pulling off some vibration, or are they both feeding on what's down here? This side going to wherever, and this side coming from wherever. Right? I'm not trying to see if I can put 2 eyes in here and call it a person, right? But I wasn't looking to do that. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I add in the 1. So I have A1, and I actually have B and B. Or I have D, 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 D. These are all the D's, but they're actually B and B A and B and B B, because they're all B's. This is actually area 1. This is actually area 3. This is area 7. This is 9 according to your phone, right? So how do we get area B? Okay, B, 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 and area A. But we count this as area D, 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 D. It's B and B, and B and B equals all 4 D's, so you have 16 to 1 heart. I'll stand on 17. 91 is the spirit. 61 is the church. 1 and 6 is the half-life. 4 and 1 is the delta angle to the DNA in the sun. When we do it this way, but it's now in a deck of cards, okay, and we have 5 this way, 5 and 2 in the deck of cards, but I don't want to get that. Should I get that? How we have 5 and 2 in the deck of cards? Right, we have 1 here, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have these 5 are all up, and these 2 are down. So we'll bar the 2. Or sometimes we'll have 1 here, and then we'll have a V. So is this my delta angle in number 8, where we create the delta angle from the Greeks, to where we connect the other moon, and that moon shows up in Mars, Mars 4, Mercury 1, Venus 2, Earth 3, my 55. And there's just a whole lot of things that go with the ABCDs. In the second part of B, it's BKT. The reverse of BKT is YPG. Reverse 25 and 2, 16 and 11, 20 and 7. Position in the alphabet reversed. AJS is Z, H, and Q. So where the spirit comes the queen, comes the heaven, comes the jack, the plug-in. Where the 333, the 9 lives, the 6 in man, 9 lives, the pig, 2012 or 2112, 333, pig's pregnancy. The reverse is FOX, fox. EXO, that's the star system for creation. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.